change my setup because I go back and listen to my videos and I sound really loud. But that's because the phone is so close to me, so my microphone picks up everything. It even picks up my music in the background. It'll be extremely low, but when you hear my video, it'll sound like it's blasting. But if you were actually here with me, the music is so low. So it lets me know how good of quality is on this actual phone, because how good of a microphone quality is actually on this phone, because it's picking up my voice as if I'm loud in the video, and I'm not. Like, sometimes you hear the music in the background, it'll be loud, and I've turned it down 1,000,000 times and it's still loud. It's still incredibly loud. So I don't know. I really don't know. My readings are very interesting. I pick up on all types of energies. I just be letting the channeling happen through me as it's supposed to. I'm picking up on energies that I haven't even met, people that scroll through my videos but they don't really stay. I realize too, I'm picking up on other readers' energies, and I didn't ask for that, but I can't control what is wanting to be channeled through me, so whatever. And I receive messages quick too, so today I received 1111 so many times throughout the day, so that's what's incurring this message today. Okay, y'all. Okay. Somebody wants to know how deep is somebody's love. That could be a feminine or a masculine that wants to know this. That wants to... Okay. You know, I'm just over the family members being jealous of people at this point. I know that it's very difficult to escape because there are karmic family members that are karmic soulmates. And there are just some of those family members that are still conditioned to these old conditionings, and they're not going to change. They're not. The thing is that it's not about them changing, though. What it's about is the fact that a lot of them won't leave you the hell alone. And that's what it is. And they keep coming up in your energetic field, coming up in readings. And it's just getting irritating. It said yes here. Okay, let's see here. So it's just irritating because they're family members. That's the part. And it just keeps coming up, and it's so annoying. Like, these family members that's been coming up in readings all throughout everybody's readings. It's just one of those things where it's just not going to change. And what I notice is very interesting, is that once people started exercising their gifts more in the Hierophant year, which is right now, 2021, number 5 year, which is the year of the Hierophant, the year of the teacher, the year of the counselor, the guidance, the person that guides you. Since this year has, you know, expanded what they call New Age spirituality, which has been here forever. I noticed, and that's when this became a real big issue more. Like, these family members didn't just start becoming jealous of people. This didn't just happen. These people been jealous. It's just that now that you're in this stage right now of where people that are intuitive and not afraid to stand up and use their intuitive gifts or psychic abilities or whatever you want to name them. Now that you are doing that, you know, things are more exposed now. You can reach people. Your energy has changed. So now what was always here has been here. Okay. I was clarifying that some of the family members are jealous of you, and I got the Lovers in reverse with the Moon card here and the 7 of Wands here. Okay. Okay. So, Okay, so a lot of these family members are jealous of you because they don't like themselves. Okay, they don't like themselves. So let's start with the moon card and the lovers first, because I feel like this is your energy, protecting yourself against these energies, defending yourself, always having to defend yourself for whatever reason, always having to just defending yourself against. See how it's like 6 of the wands here, defending your success, defending your victories, just defending everything, having to protect everything against these people. I feel like that's you. And then I feel like this is them with the lovers in reverse and the moon card. I feel like this is them because they're behaving this way because their own wounds and own inner childs and old outdated ways of thinking, and they're trying to project that shit and push that shit onto you still. That's why I said this energy keeps coming out, because you're not gonna get rid of these people, because these people gonna stay this way. That's how they are. And they're gonna keep harassing and bothering you. That's why you're being told to pray more. That's part of your defense anyway. It's prayer. That's part of your defense. Is prayer. And they trying to figure out how you are still surviving and living and thriving the way you are, because they keep demonizing whatever it is that you're doing and it's not working. So it's just possibly driving them mad, because when someone talks about you or gossips about you or tries to throw bad intentions on you, whenever someone is gossiping, that's throwing negative intentions on someone's life. That's what that does. That's what that is. That's basically a spell itself. Especially since the tongue is powerful, the throat chakra. So when you're talking and making accusations about somebody that's true or may not be true, if you're gossiping, that's 9 times out of 10 not coming from a place of love. You're not. You know you're not. You're coming from a place of maliciousness, hurt, misery. And so that's a spell in itself. So these people are doing this because of their own wounds and inner child and deep family secrets. What may have you. That's why they're jealous of you, okay? Can you clarify this, get to the root of why you did what you did, and be honest with self? Can you clarify this card, please? Listen, we don't have time for a whole book. That's a whole half of a book now. Dang, man, there's so much to say, isn't it? Isn't it so much to say here? Okay, this is about a father figure here. This could be a father figure. This could be a father figure here with this Emperor in reverse, a controlling one here. Okay, a controlling father figure here. This is interesting with this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Pentacles and this Emperor in reverse here, because I'm getting real parent type vibes here. This father did something, and they did it because they thought that they convinced themselves that they did this out of love. That's what that's what they did. This father does love this child very much, but what they did was toxic as fuck. And they convinced themselves that they did it for the benefit of the child, but it wasn't. It was for the benefit of themselves. They could have took some money from a kid, okay? They could have lied to the kid and told the kid that they were doing it for the kid, but it was really for themselves, okay? Or this father just convinced themselves that it was for the kid, but it was really for them, okay? And whatever they did, it could have been about some money. They could have actually wanted to borrow some money. I don't know why I'm picking up somebody like, it's some about some money where like they use the child to gain the money, okay? And it's almost like they wanted to have good intentions, but it's almost like they wanted to have good intentions, but they had like kind of a feeling that this wouldn't go right, and if it wouldn't go right, then, you know, they weren't gonna tell you the truth about the situation, because they're just controlling like that and kind of manipulative like that. But it didn't go right, because what they were trying to do was use you to get money for both of y'all. But the main objective was they knew that it was almost like they felt like if they used you, because you're a pure energy, that it would go right. It would be a for sure. But the thing is because they tried to use you and not tell you the whole truth about the situation, it didn't go right at all. That's what this energy is here. That's what I'm picking up. Okay? Because this energy has a scarcity mindset anyway. And so because they have a scarcity mindset and their energy is not 100, they tried to use you because your energy is pure, but it still backfired because they didn't tell you the truth about the situation. They tried to cover it up. Okay? They tried to cover it up. Yeah, they tried to cover it up because you're pure energy. Wow. Yeah, that's why I say some of your families are jealous of you. Because whoever this father figure or type of father person figure is, okay, that's why I said yes here. That's why. Because your energy is pure, theirs is not, and you're their child. And I guess they're trying to understand how is it that you are the way you are being a child of them. They probably expected you to be like them because they still have these unhealed wounds. A lot of times I notice when parents have not healed their wounds, their traumas, for some reason they automatically expect the child to come out like them, or they don't expect. It's toxic parents that think like that still expect the child to be, if they have not surpassed a certain place in life, they kind of look forward to the child to kind of either stay on the level where they're at or be beneath them. And that's a toxic way of thinking. And that is only because they have not developed somewhere in their life. They haven't exceeded something. Okay? And a lot of times those type of parents have the kids. Those type of parents usually have the kids and use the kids for something. They use the kids. It's like they manipulate the kid. It's weird. It's very weird. Can you clarify this yes card? Yeah, I can't make it up. It says here with the hangman, it clarified the yes card. Yeah, the parent be stuck in life and they think that the kid is supposed to be stuck along with them. So they use the kid's energy. They use the kid's energy. Okay. A lot of times if they don't never, get into a successful relationship, they meddle in their kids' relationships because they weren't in a successful relationship, and they try to tell their kids how to be in a relationship. But they sometimes you even catch these parents being in one relationship and then they may go on to another one, whether it's successful or not. And 9 times out of 10 it usually isn't, because these type of parents will hop from relationship to relationship to relationship, or they'll misuse a relationship with a parent in the first relationship, go to a next relationship, possibly get married, but never change their ways. That parent will usually still stay the same way, and that person that got with that parent, it's usually something not aligned with that person either. It's usually a reason why they're married, or something outside of actually pure love. Unconditional love is usually conditional most of the time, okay? Because it's usually, if a man doesn't have a successful relationship and he's still stuck in his ways and toxic ways, and he's able to go to another relationship, it's because that other person in that relationship is like him. Okay, and they're basically enabling each other. That's usually how that goes. But someone here is learning to love themselves again with this Knight of Cups here. Okay, there's someone stuck here, and then there's someone here learning to love themselves again. I feel like whoever this is, and they had this parent, I feel like this is the parent that's stuck, because I feel like that's why my guys brought out the yes early, because they already foresaw how this reading was going. That's why the hangman clarified this. But I feel like somebody here, it might be the child here, this pure energy here, had realized the parents' toxic ways and decided that they were not going to show up like their parent. They weren't going to carry on this same energy. They decided that they were going to do something different here. Okay? And this energy had to do this themselves, because this parent here was not, definitely did not show this energy. Well, this parent actually did show this energy how to do this by actually showing up this way. By actually showing up this way, and this energy here decided, I don't want to be that way. Okay. What else do you guys have to say here? What I'm getting here is there must be an energy here that kind of was like, almost like they was under their parents' spell and they woke the hell up. That's what it seems like. What else do you guys have here? There's a Queen of Swords. For some of you, it could have been a manipulating mother. So we got a controlling dad out here and a manipulating mother here. We got two here. Some of you, oh my God, this is a message I don't want to deliver. Some of you have a manipulating mother that had trapped a father into a pregnancy, an unwanted pregnancy, to keep the father for her own selfish reasons. Why am I having to deliver this? But that is the truth, okay? Because after the Queen of Swords had came out in reverse, the Empress here in reverse is at the bottom of the deck, okay? Some of these are karmic mothers, okay? Some of these are karmic fathers, and they're teaching lessons here. I just picked up on two sets of energies. There could be a karmic mother here and a karmic father. There could be a female here or a male who, vice versa, it could be either one of these parents. And you were obviously chosen to break this spell, because this is where your lineage was. Because these two didn't do, that's why, okay, I just picked up something else. That's why either this mother or this father is jealous of you, because they used to use your energy because they didn't do what they were supposed to do. They stayed like this, and some of them are still like this, still this way, stuck in their ways. That's what they call this, stuck in their ways, right? But this is what's funny. You're the pure one. Remember, the Ace of Pentacles and the Emperor came out in reverse, and you came, this is you upright, okay? I'm clairaudient. Freddie Jackson is on. Learn how to love, and I said you had to learn how to love yourself. This is your pure energy. Your parents were jealous of you because they saw this light in you that they didn't have. Period. That's a fact. Okay? And you had to learn how to love again. Actually, you learned how to love yourself, like I said, through these two, whether it was a parent, whether it was a mother or a father. You learned how to love yourself through them and through your guides. Period. But some of you, if you're a female, your mother was very manipulative. You had to go through karmic cycles of learning how to not be manipulative or some type of seducer or trying to get things out of men in the wrong way. Same with a man. It's the same thing, whether you're a man or a woman. This you had to basically learn how to balance your divine feminine and masculine energies. And this read is for a man or a woman. It's for both parties. And you had to balance both of that within you, because this is what you went through. You went through hell. This is very toxic. So I know you went through hell. Real talk. And what's crazy is that you see these two wolves right here. These are your two guys. Okay? Because you literally did not receive any nurturing or any help from them at all. You literally, some of you had to parent them. Or show, or still sometimes have to show them how to parent. And what's crazy is that this fucking kick-ass starseed is at the bottom of the deck. So some of you, like I said, yeah, I can't make it up. It says this is your destiny. What the fuck? Some of you were chosen to do specifically that. Specifically that. Because some of you had, like, I'm kind of sugarcoating the reading because I don't want to go I don't want to offend nobody, because some people, even though their parents may be toxic, some people still love their parents. Okay? And I don't want something that I say or in a tone, the way I speak, I realize my tone to people, they misread how I read, and that's not what it is, and that's not my problem. But I'm just trying to be compassionate towards those. So some of you had parents where they were just very extremely toxic. And even if you're a reader right now, you still experience things that you have to heal from. You are still experiencing residual trauma from this. Still are, even as a reader. Because in divine timing, you have to find out certain things for a reason. Okay? Even as a teacher, you're having to find out stuff in a certain time frame for a reason. It's not meant for you to know everything right now. In regards to this. That is crazy. And you know what's funny? As I was shuffling these cards and this fell out, I didn't even look at this card right here. You see? At the bottom of the deck, it says you're never too old to be your authentic self. But it's in reverse. And you know why? Because your parents thought they were too old to be their authentic self. So they never decided to heal. They thought, like I said, those outdated conditional ways. Well, I'm too old to do this. I ain't gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this. That's why they was lurking. That's why they were feeding off your energy. Someone was just using you for money and not really showing you any unconditional love. Okay? Even though some of them wanted to, they didn't know how to, because they didn't know how to do this shit for themselves. Okay? And this is read two ways. You don't think this way. You heal your inner child. You don't look at age as a thing to stop you. Age does not mean anything to you, because you understand it's about your inner child. You understand you're an infinite, limitless being. Your parents didn't get that. That's why you were chosen, because you have the strength. You had the strength to do this. They didn't. So a lot of this is just to have compassion on them. If it's difficult or hard to, okay, have it from a distance, because they just legitimately don't know no better. Legitimately. It's like kids. And for kids, you got to have compassion on them. Real talk. You got to have compassion on them. And it's so funny because the world is here, the Ace of Wands, the Tower, and the Star here is here. And the Nine of Cups. Let me see if there's anything else to say and I'm done. And some of you just have family members like a whole. Your family is jealous of you because you are the chosen one to do this and they're not. And they don't understand why, and it's clearly showing out in this reading why. Because they're toxic, they're still stuck in these old ways, and you have a pure energy about you, and it's just genuinely pure. Like that's just who you are. You don't expect nothing from nobody. You're not doing you don't do certain shit to seek out to get nothing. You don't bother nobody. You literally mind your business, and because of that alone, you got like just people hating you, and even your family. Like, if you already got to deal with like these people out in the street, and then you got your family hating on you, so it's just like you go through a lot emotionally, a lot, and you can't even call nobody. The only person you can call is God and your angels and your ancestors. When it comes to a physical, tangible being actually somebody actually really understand what you feel and what you're going through, that is very difficult to do. There is really nobody but God. I'm sorry, guys. I just had an experience. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna calm down. Sorry, guys. I just had an experience on camera. Somebody got in my bed. Okay, I'm gonna breathe. All right. Okay. So, as I was saying, there's not really nobody you can call but your ancestors. Your ancestors or God. There's no one you can tangibly touch. Okay? I'm so sorry about that. I literally just had an experience, and it was, I've had experiences before, but this one was some whole other shit. Okay. Um. Wow. Okay. And a lot of you deal with those parents that were perfectionists, like everything had to be perfect. I feel like I'm picking up a lot of narcissist energy here. That's what I'm picking up with these parents. Like, things were, it was about them. Like, if you did something great, then it's like that's when they showed you love or talked about you or bragged about you. But let you had did something minor. It could have been something minor that wasn't to their liking, and they just dragged you like you were the worst thing on fucking earth. And a lot of these times, it was just a part of you being a kid or a person growing up trying to figure out life. But they got on the phone and they called everybody and their mama, and they just dragged your ass like you just was the worst thing on earth. And but when you did something, or when you gave them money, or when you did something that benefited them or made them look good, you was the best thing on earth. But if you did something that was just so small and minor, they just dragged your ass. And that's because the perfectionism that they needed, it was about them. It was about making them look good because they were unfulfilled in their lives and still unfulfilled in their lives. So they had to, it's almost like living their life through you, is what I'm picking up. Two of Wands here. Okay. I get the sense that a lot of your parents had like poor planning skills. Okay, very unstable. Divine Feminine came out. Can't make it up. Very unstable. Very, very unstable. Like, everything was just always chaotic all over the fucking place. And you had to teach yourself how to plan better. Some of you probably struggled with that growing up. Some of you probably struggle with planning and organizing and achieving goals, or even setting goals, because your parent didn't know how to do that. So who are you supposed to get it from? Some of you had to bump it. I'm reading some energies here where you had to bump your head several fucking times to get things right, because nobody else was able to teach that to you. Like, you had to teach yourself. And if you have to teach yourself, you're going to make mistakes because you don't have an example to go by. Who are you supposed to go by? If your mom is selfish and is manipulative and only cares about herself, and if your dad is the same damn thing and only cares about money or material possessions or women or whatever the case may be, who are you supposed to learn that from? You're gonna have to go through the fire yourself, probably, to learn the shit for yourself. Now, what I want to know is, why is the divine giving us this energy read today about parents? What's the significance in this? There's a significance in this reading right now for this, especially with the year of 2022 approaching, the year of the lovers, of unconditional love. What's the significance here in this reading? That's the significance. Going from the manipulator to the world. So for some of you, if you came from parents who were the manipulator, and who, the magician in reverse is basically somebody who gonna do whatever they gotta do to get it. I'll just keep it simple like that. Okay? And I get the sense that some of you were raised around parents. How I begat this reading with a father who used somebody for money. I get the sense that you had parents like that. I get the sense that this is them and this is you. And this is you being the alchemist, transmuting that energy from that to this. That's what I get. That's the significance in this reading. Because you were chosen to do this, because you are that starseed. And I get the sense that this could have been this is a feminine and a masculine. And you know why I get the sense of that? Because I get the sense that if you were a masculine and you came up around an energy that with a father that's manipulating or a mother, you definitely had to balance your feminine side. Because you might have been somebody that was too much in your masculine side. Masculine energy. Toxic masculine energy. Because of that. Alright? So, this was a very interesting reading for the divine to come with that. T. And you guys, if my reaction freaks you out when I just had an experience on camera, I apologize. Different mediumship things happen to me on here. Some of them are subtle. I don't know if you guys be paying attention, but this one was huge. So, because the thing is that I know you heard me like kind of stuttering a little bit. When stuff happens, a energy goes through me, like a chill. Not like a cold chill, just like a, I don't know how to explain it. That's how I know when there's a presence here. And that was different for me. So I apologize. But that's my energy. I mean, that's my energy read. What the fuck? Okay, anyway. Energy upgrade. Okay, but that was the reading I have for you guys. Thank you for your comments, your subscribes, your support. Right? Get myself together. Ashe.